They will become available, so thank you to Mr. Meltz. I want to thank you again for coming here tonight on behalf of Mr. Lewis and myself. We really appreciate it. It's always fun to see a nice audience and to get the middle school and the high school together, which is difficult, you know. It's like another land over there sometimes. As you can see, we kind of kept the Halloween theme, but all of a sudden you see the closing piece is called God Bless America. And that was not random. That was not people just, oh, well, what shall we do? Let's just do this one. That was picked really in honor of September 11th. And I was moved by someone who wrote an essay or gave an address to the Boston Conservatory School of Music. And this professor, his name was Dr. Paul Hartwig, gave an address. He was a musician and a teacher, and he was in New York when 9/11 happened. And as you know, adults, everybody knows where you were at 9/11. Our students were young, they don't remember that, but the horrific events that happened that day. And he said something and stated something that moved me enough that I thought I want to share this with my audience. So if you were to give me just 1 minute, I want to read what he said, what his address was to his students. Remember, he was in New York the day that 9/11 happened and the Twin Towers came down. Here's his address. In September of 2001, I was a resident of Manhattan. On the morning of September 12th, 2001, I reached a new understanding of my music and its relationship to the world. I sat down at the piano that morning at 10 a.m. to practice, as was my daily routine. I did it by force of habit, without thinking about it. I lifted the cover on the keyboard and opened my music, and I put my hands on the keys and took my hands off the keys. And I sat there and thought, does this even matter? Isn't this completely irrelevant? Playing the piano right now, given what happened in this city yesterday, seems silly, absurd, irreverent, pointless. Why am I here? What place has a musician in this moment in time? Who needs a piano player right now? I was completely lost. And then I, along with the rest of New York, went through the journey of getting through that week. I did not play the piano that day, and in fact, I contemplated briefly whether I would ever want to play the piano again. And then I observed how we got through the day. At least in my neighborhood, we didn't shoot hoops or play Scrabble. We didn't play cards to pass the time. We didn't watch TV. We didn't shop. We most certainly did not go to the mall. The first organized activity the day after 9/11 that I saw in New York on the very evening of September 11th was singing. People sang. People sang around firehouses. People sang, "We shall overcome." Lots of people sang America the Beautiful. The first organized public event that I remember was the Brahms Requiem later that week at Lincoln Center with the New York Philharmonic. The first organized public expression of grief, our first communal response to that historic event, was a concert. That was the beginning of a sense that life might go on. The U.S. military secured the airspace, but recovery was led by music and the arts. Music in particular that very night. From these two experiences, I have come to understand that music is not part of arts and entertainment, as the newspaper section would have us believe. It's not a luxury, a lavish thing that we fund from leftovers of our budgets, not a plaything or an amusement or a pass of time. Music is a basic need of human survival. Music is one of the ways we make sense of our lives, one of the ways in which we express feelings when we have no words, a way for us to understand things with our hearts when we can't with our minds. Thank you for your attention.